You already know the notes, but can you feel them? Today, let's dive into the world of emotional expression in guitar solos. Our favorite guitar players really do feel it because they are locked in a groove. My hope is by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to grab your guitar and just start playing. No backing track, no other distractions. Just pick up the guitar and have some fun. So just some basic, really? We will use the D minor pentatonic for these examples today. You can use this concept anywhere on the fretboard, though in any pentatonic key. But even as I'm playing this simple scale, I'm always tweaking notes and trying to make them sound musical as just even as a big scale there. I'll dig into that a little more as I show you some of these phrases coming up here. So before we get into the groove part of this, you still have to have a little structure here. Got the full scale, but we're going to really use this D note here on the 12th fret of the D string is a D note, obviously. But that is going to be our anchor point. It is the root note of the scale of this little groove that we're creating here. But we're always going to be around this home bass note here. And then just these two notes here, just implying a D7 chord. You have a full chord here, but we're just playing two notes from it, 10 on the D string and 11 on the G string. Sounds great when you do it as you're improvising, and even chromatically just sliding one fret. And we do want to be able to do this without a metronome, but as a learning tool, that's invaluable to be locked into that groove. And later on, you'll be able to push it to the side and you'll just do it on your own. But just play the notes of the pentatonic scale with the beats. Simple little phrases using that one little bit of a phrase and sliding up to this piece of a chord here. You can try to count this kind of stuff, but honestly, it's better to put on the metronome and feel it, because once you get this, it's going to be in your brain forever if you get this by feeling it. I've seen people for years trying to count this, and it's not an easy task in the middle of trying to create this groove to count it like this. So John Mayer is the master at the groove. When he improvises, he has that right hand is going to town. Even when you don't see it, he still has this pulse in his soul as he's playing his guitar solos, which are epic. So again, let's ride this. You can pre-bend on the 13th fret of the B string, release, Sounds like a Hendrixy kind of thing. Full bend and release. Hitting 10 on the G string. Ten, 12, hammering on from 12 to 10 on the G. And then pulling off is a great blues riff that you hear a lot. So I'm just hitting this note once, the home bass note, pulling off from 12 to 10 there, and then slamming your third finger on the 12th fret of the A string, which is an A note, part of the chord. So just one strike. So this is more like 85 beats per minute, which is a great starting point. You get the point. These simple little phrases are this is the heart of playing guitar, is these short phrases. I love guys that can shred all over the place, and it's just not me. I can't do that, or never been able to. And maybe a lot of you are the same way, but small, tasteful phrases really go a long way in just having fun on the guitar and just creating a solo that's really meaningful and emotional, because you're really playing a very few notes, but you're playing them from the heart. You know, this concept is easy to move anywhere in the fretboard. We shift it down 2 frets, C minor pentatonic. Just a great way to play and have fun on the guitar. You can start with just a simple groove. Even if you don't know how to play these pieces, you have the chord here. Let's go back up to D7 here, and the D minor pentatonic scale. You can just hammer onto that have the full D7 chord, barring in the 10th fret here, but you're hammering on the G string from 10 to 11, but with the chord intact. I'm really exaggerating my hand here because I want you to hear the pulse, and it just helps me also really feel it. You watch players, they don't necessarily have that all the time. In some styles they do, but it's about just having that feel in your heart, in your soul, to get locked into a groove. Because we can play really simple notes, if they're in time and you play them with emotion, they sound good. Just those few phrases I showed you today are going to go a long way in this style. Just put the BPM on the metronome, or just start simply like this. Even as I broke away there, it's still in time without the metronome, but start with the metronome, play these notes in time. Muting is obviously a huge deal with this style here. My goal is to play this note here in the 12th fret of the D string, the D note, home bass note. But as you lay your fingers here, you're muting. And my thumb is wrapped over the top a lot. I know some of you struggle with that even. But for me, it's harder to play. If I'm behind the neck, it's my wrist and my arthritis kick in big time. It's so relaxing to just grab the neck. And this Stratocaster's got a pretty small neck, but it's just easier for me to just relax. Have your anchor point in position here. Got your first finger laying here, thumb over the top. But you have that hitting all the strings, which gives it that percussive sound, but you're trying to just make this one note ring. That's a great exercise in itself. You just target strings, but you don't always want to have to be so precise. Thanks for hanging out with me. This is a fun way to play a guitar solo, and you can just pick your guitar up and do this. It's going to help you in so many ways because of the muting that you have to do. It's going to keep you in time. It's going to help you create phrases in your guitar solos instead of just playing mechanically up and down a scale. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.